Hey there, how's it going? Let's get into a live match. This player, I'm not really sure who it is, or I don't really have any specific read. Can't read the Chinese characters, so not sure what to call him. Pretty interesting pack. Would probably go well with some Farseer. This is pretty good too. I think the economic bonus is too hard to pass up. I actually really like the elite spec, but it could be risky. Let's just go with the Farseer. Cost control. I think we go crawlers because the crawlers are slightly better than the fangs versus the hounds. Probably 4 squares from the bottom here. Opponent's probably going to be aggro, I think. Although, you never really know. Could go 3 squares as well. That could be a little bit greedy. Or even 2. Given that the front units are... Unless he goes marksman, we kind of want him to hit the tanks first. So let's go either 3 or 2 squares back. For ultra greedy, we go 2 squares back. Just depends if he's going to go standard or not. I'm not really sure if this is standard or not standard. Let's just go 3, just so we don't do anything stupid here. Okay. Fortunately, we don't see any marksmen. Gonna have to skip here regardless. Um, we're gonna need to go Phantom Rays, so we have to skip. I think that's almost like the biggest challenge in playing Phantom Ray is skipping level 2 when there's something pretty good. I don't think they do additional deployment spec on round 2, but I probably wouldn't skip if that was offered. It takes a lot of discipline to just, skip everything on round 2 and go for the raise. In this case, we're looking pretty good with no anti-air. Apparently, the opponent feels like the dogs are worthless and he'd rather go Arclight. That's a pretty wise decision, in my opinion. But he is having to sell on round 2, and he does take an economic penalty for that, and he is also behind with the deployments. So it's kind of snowballing now. He's behind economically. He's behind a deployment. Hounds aren't necessarily bad. They still can act as chaff. Um, he is cost control, so he does get that extra 100 resources, so it's probably not as bad. Wasp Swarm looks pretty good. Opponent's probably going to pick it as well. Let's keep these tanks. These tanks are doing a lot. I'm not sure if we upgrade it, but I think we keep it. 1 pack of rays at least. We can now get the cloak tech. We only need the cloak really for the arc lights and these sledgehammers, but we do expect to see marksmen, so the cloak could be pretty helpful. Maybe we get the cloak and we get another chaff here. It's going to be better than leveling up our sledge. That can easily feed levels to the opponent. Okay, so the opponent decides that he wants to go Phantom Ray. This is, I think I want to say this is what I'm looking for. He's got the right techs. He's got all the correct techs. He didn't go something like range or oil, so let's not be overly confident or arrogant here, but generally speaking, I want the opponent to go Phantom Ray Mirror because as a Ray Master, we can't lose to Phantom Rays. But one interesting story was I went up against Bearlike, the developer of the game, and I had the same thought. I was delighted when he went Phantom Ray Mirror, but I made the mistake of clicking Energy Shield. Bearlike simply clicked Burst, and that more than countered the Energy Shield, and I lost in the Ray Mirror. So what I'll be careful not to do is not to click Energy Shield, which is the favorite thing I want to click usually. Phoenix goes pretty well into Rays, but I'm not sure if I want to commit. The deployments are good. Fire Badger is also potentially pretty good. Help me clear some chaff. Act as some chaff, some heavy units. We could just get something and sell it, but I kind of am wondering if we need the extra bodies on the ground. Like we could still sell the Phoenix just slowly over time, and we get a little bit more value. Probably just go Phoenix, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the unit. At the same time, we have the Farseer that we probably want to sell. So maybe we just get this and sell it. Actually, pretty hard to decide here. Phoenix is our pretty good choice if he goes air units himself. I think we have to do this even though I hate the Phoenix. Sell the Farseer first. Just keep going Rays. I may even want to go anti-air Wasps now. But, oh man. What do we do? Do we go anti-air Wasps now? I think so. So we've got a pretty crazy air army here. I don't think I've ever gone on round 4 with such a mix of air units. Opponent does go Overlord, and he got the I think he got the training spec here. Pretty scary. But with the Wasps, they do act as chaff, so we're kind of lucky we went Wasp here. The Phoenixes will also help take care of the enemy Rays, but again, in principle, I don't like the Phoenix because I'm a Ray player, but they are pretty effective against Rays. It's just that it's probably the only time where I've gotten Phoenix to counter the opponent Ray. It's always the other way around. Incendiary Bomb's an instant pick. We won't even care about the opponent's use of the missile here. A nice missile here we would take care of quite a lot of the our units. Crawler. I think this is the best way to position it. Though we kind of want to go for the strong side, don't we? Not sure what to get now. Phoenixes did the most damage, I think. No, the Rays did a lot. Let's just keep going Rays. We've got enough chaff. I think we start stacking aside now. Maybe one more pack of the wasps. Borrow, range. Probably get the oil. So everything's in fire. I want to position this a little bit even more aggressively here. Let's get the attack upgrade. In reality, this should probably be on this side because we don't want to go into the strong side. Fortress is a pretty good move, but I feel like Fortress is actually pretty good into our phoenixes and wasps, so that could be something that can save my opponent here. First volley comes out, does some damage, but I just feel like it's too little too late. There's just nothing left. And this game is going to be finished really quickly here. Yeah, that was pretty interesting game here. He went Phantom Rays, he sold out of the Phantom Rays. Good call, I'm going Phoenix. In principle, I don't like the unit because I like to kill Phoenixes, but you do have to accept that they are a really good counter. Wasps with AA, pretty good. Probably didn't even need the AA tech. Maybe even shields would have been better actually, but that's only after knowing that he comes out with the fortress. I think he just didn't have time to pivot into whatever composition he was going to go into, and it was just, yeah, he was just getting massacred. So pretty quick game, ending it on round 5. Don't think there's anything he could have done. Probably overcommitted into the level 2 Overlord. Not sure how he even. Okay, so he got the intensive training there, but even got the item with the Mustang production line. I mean, this is more something I think that you're looking to scale into later rounds. I think in a 1-round situation, that item is cost quite a bit. You could almost get another Overlord for that, as well as the intensive training. Plus, your units are still cost control, so not really sure if you needed that level, but yeah, this game went disastrously wrong for the opponent. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that quick game, and see you in the next one.